Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel with Raz here. And yes, it's been a while since we had replay, but we actually have a few interesting ones that are coming in the pipeline. This is one of them. This is, of course, one of our local ones. It's always given us a good one, or two, or three, or I guess a few. I mean, I lost track how many we got in this guy giving us a replay. This is Wandering Bread once again in a newer ship that just came out, the Tier 10 Kreml. Now, I can't personally say anything about Kreml, personally, because I don't own it. Gotta say, I'm still on Synop. I haven't been able to play very much because I'm either doing ranked battles or something else. But I can talk about what it is stat-wise, and good lord, is this thing just overpowered? No, Raz, it's not overpowered at all. It's perfectly fine to have this in a wargaming game. You know, should let this just be left alone to its own devices. And for those who don't know what the heck I'm talking about, Kreml is basically taking Yamato and making it look like a child's play toy. So, you have the most health pool of any battleship in the game, 108,000, without survivability expert. Yes, this is not without survivability expert. On top of that, it has not turtleback armor. Yes, I know, that's a weakness, but the armor is so thick on this thing, you can basically just battle tank anything and nothing can just do anything. On top of that, you have a 60mm deck on the superstructure area and where the guns are. The only weak spot is the tail and the nose at 32mm. So literally, no high explosive shot from any cruiser can do damage. Not even nothing. Nope, zip, nada. But what about inertia fuse? No, it's 60mm. That means Henri cannot pen it. Now what makes it even worse is the guns. Oh boy, the guns. Now you can see right here, an overpen. Wasn't that good of a shot. Pretty far away. Wait till you see these shots at 12 kilometers or a little further. I would say 14's when you could start getting juicy, but it's when you hit the magical 12 kilometers that, oh, the fun begins. This thing has guns so accurate at 12 kilometers, it might as well be a freaking cruiser. And let's also look at this point, guys. That's not 16-inch, not 17, not a weird freaky number that's, you know, at just above 16 inches or something. No, this is 457. These are 18-inch guns, and on top of that, they have a faster turning circle for rotating the guns than any other ship in the game, and that's why you love the Kreml. Citadel, finally, 25,000 damage. Now, I'm going to be saying the perks about this, and you think, oh, what's the weak point of this? It's gotta have, what, like, weak torpedo protection? Nope. It's got the best torpedo protection of any other ship in the game currently, with over 57%. It's insane how accurate and defensive this thing is. Another thing is, well, what about the anti-air? Nope. It's got the best AA of any other ship in the game. It makes Worcester look pathetic. It has a better AA rating than the Worcester would have with defensive fire on. Yeah. Anyway, well, here's a good example. Well, look at this. That's a Zao. Alright? Watch the fireworks, kids. Yeah, look at the... It's only 5 overpens and 1 penetration. Remember, he was able to lock on because he disappeared out of the view. Imagine if he was able to lock on fully. That would have been just devastating to him. So, just getting that much damage is insane. Now, you do have one slight thing you have to be careful with. You only have a certain amount of damage controls. As you can see, he's got a fire and he's not pressing the R key. Why? As you can see down below, he only has 5 charges, so he has to use them wisely. That's the only thing you need to watch with this ship. You have to be very careful on what you shoot at. It could be the difference between you winning and losing. Now, let's get back to this match. As you can see, we're actually doing pretty good. I mean, it's 1-1 both sides. Understandable. Fred's taking another shot at another ship. And we're about to try to flip A. This is the map Greece. This is the new one. And there's the kill on the Zao. Bye-bye, buddy. And here comes that battleship. Looks like he's... where'd he go? There he is. There's that one, and there's the other one dead. Now that that area is clear A, they are now open up to take the cap. Now Brett's staying back, and he's just trying to whale as much shells out as he can. He's trying to get as much defensive as he can and try to hold off most of the shots for the team. And you can see 10,000 damage. That's the weak point of a Kreml too. If you're going broadside this thing, you're an idiot. You don't go broadside this thing. You get really hit really hard and you lose a lot of health that way. Now there's a ship that can actually put a lot of fires on it, the Conqueror. That's a ship that still has that very good thing. However, they just nerfed it recently. Its citadel has been raised above a little bit on the waterline, so it can actually get pinned pretty badly now. And yes, it is possible the Citadel, I've seen it, and I have done Citadels to Conquerors before. So now that they raised the Citadel, it's going to be a lot easier to get that Citadel hit. Of course, Zhao kind of got a little torpedoes, and that kind of gave Brett a little bit of a white pants moment, and the brown pants moment, I should say. I would have too. I was like, what? Anyway, so now we got A and B, and we just lost C, and you can see why. There's a DD that's just capped it and flipped it. Unfortunately, there's a problem with that. Not much support to actually counteract that destroyer, and our ally carrier seemed to be a little busy with a fight on his own, so he can't actually spot the target for him. So yeah, that's an issue. Meanwhile, Brett is working with the flank team here at A and is now pushing past the 8 cap and trying to get rid of that one last ship. We know it's there. So we got now a score that's pretty good. We're actually doing pretty good here. The team is definitely winning, and it's up, and we just lost a Minotaur. So the Sylvets. That happens. It's a Russian tier 9, and that's a very good ship too. Now Brett's entering into the Thunderstorm. This does reduce your, detectability. As you can see, it already just went down a little bit. But it also nerfs your accuracy just a tiny bit. That means also anybody else involved with the storm too as well. So, yes, your concealment's down, but also if you're trying to shoot something, it's not going to be as easy. Unfortunately, Brett and his friend here are going to be bumping tips here. A little bit scratch there. No arm foul done. Ah, there's that Minotaur. Bye-bye. Did you really seriously think that you were actually going to actually hide Minotaur like that? Oh, no. Absolutely not. But we should expect possibly torpedoes, maybe. No? Oh, okay. No, he just basically just was like, I see him! No, I don't. And, of course, the chat's not so happy about him getting killed, I guess. But then again, I guess they're just not seen to be happy. Meanwhile, that carrot on the enemy team just killed another of their allies, so the scores have been evened up a little bit, and Brett just did a nasty hit to that battleship. And here comes some high explosive. And nope. Nice turn in that basically negated him getting hit hard like that. Now Brett's teammate is also in a Kreml, and the good thing is they're both going after the same dude. So that's 2 ships working on this thing, and remember, that's a freaking Conqueror, and yeah, it is squishy, but that has a really nasty heal. So as long as he keep focusing the darn sucker, he ain't gonna get a chance to get that heal off. Of course, they are. And this time he presses the 2 key and he fires armor piercing at Brett, which did nothing. Yeah, that was expected. And Brett just incapacitated gun and did another 8,000. So he's at 169,000 damage. But is he gonna get the next round? Nope, nope. His buddy just kills the Conqueror. So now it's 5 against 6, and it's still pretty close for the teams. The enemy team has caught up dramatically. And you gotta you gotta give it to the team. Pagami finally kills these Soviet Soyuz. So that's 1 less ship on the enemy team. Now it's 4 against 6. The only thing left now is a Zhao over there. There's another destroyer hanging out near the carrier, and he's trying to get him out. So that's a problem. There he is up there. And the carrier is focusing the ally on Brett's team and division. Their destroyer. And Brett gets a Citadel right through the nose on the Montana. Ugh. That was a good nasty hit. And now, this is another cool thing about the Kreml. Look at how quick these guns rotate. For anybody who doesn't know, it's 30 seconds without expert marksman to rotate these guns 180 degrees. So these things rotate 180 degrees almost faster than the guns will reload. Now that doesn't sound completely unfair at all. And of course the Midway has killed his buddy in the allied Hiragumo. So now there is no way for him to support the carrier against that destroyer. He was trying to help him, but it looked like it didn't go so well for him. So, yeah, that's a problem. Brett opens up on that, and again, another massive damage. And it's looking kind of shaky here. Remember, it's 5 against 4 now because they just even up a little bit of the tally. The scores are still close. It's 200 off. Luckily, it's 3 ships against this Montana, who I don't know what the heck he's doing. Okay, high explosive again. Oh, and also, we also noticed he's got no camo either. Yeah, this guy clearly, definitely is not a warship player. I don't know who this guy was, but that was pretty bad. I hope you guys never have to see him in play, because that guy clearly doesn't know, even know what a steering wheel on a ship is. That guy definitely is somebody real special. Anyway, so now we have, let's look at the scores. We have a slight lead, we have 2 caps, we get a destroyer that's nearing our ally carrier. He's trying his best to kill him. We got Midway throwing out torpedoes and rockets and bombs at both the Minotaur and both Kremls. And the Kreml from Brett's side here is going to take a few. Yeah, that wasn't so good. Luckily, I think he's got enough to get another damage control going. Now the Zal is trying to hit the... oh no. Ugh, that's never good. And he's focusing again. That's not good. Kreml's going to take a bunch of torpedoes there. Now, if the problem is he flooding permanently? He is. It's not good. And Brett gets a penetration on the top deck of that Midway, but nothing much to scream at. Now, I also want to point out something across. Watch this Minotaur. let me pause this real quick, and then we'll get to it again. We can clearly see the Cap's getting clipped to B, so that's going to lose them 1. They clearly have nobody in D. So all the Minotaur has to do, because it's going to take a while for the this Kreml to do it, and the Minotaur has better AA, because it's got dual purpose and everything else on it. All he has to do is turn around, take the Cap, hide and smoke, and then make his way to C. And he got 2 Caps. But what is this guy clearly doing? Yeah. I'm going to focus this carrier because I think there's nothing else I should do. And the Midway has killed the Allied Kreml. So that's now the Cap not being stopped at all. And now they're able to flip it at B. So that's never good. So Bread knows that that guy is just not doing anything. So he has to now actually do what the Minnow is not going to do. Also, if you guys notice, he got hit pretty hard there for a second. What's going on? Does he have any air? And no, he doesn't. He has his anti-air turned off. I'm sorry, what? Oh my goodness. I think I found somebody just, if not dumber, than the Montana on the enemy team. That Minotaur. Oh my goodness. What is going on? And I love how this guy, Boyker, just wrote, how am I finding these people? Yeah, I would love to actually find out who these people are. They're a special something. Well, Breadfire not around at that Midway, and it looks like he's gonna miss completely. And that's a real bad shot. But I think he's steaming mad right now, and here comes the enemy bombs again. Kreml's good at anti-air, but it can't handle and get focused that hard. It means the difference between getting killed. And of course, as we know, that Minotaur died from all the planes too. And Midway's just gonna focus the hell out of him. He has no heals. He has 2 damage controls left, and Fred's just whiffing these shots. As much as he's trying, it's not going good. Meanwhile, the carrier on our team is trying to focus that cruiser who's trying to cap A. And Bread's gonna try to take another shot. Bread, don't lead it so much. Oh no! Yeah, the shot that's completely whiffing. And of course, the Midway on our team has killed the other one, so now it's all up to Bread. Can he kill this thing? All he needs to do is not lead the shot, put it a little further back, and aim right through the hole. And of course he does, but it whiffs. It just doesn't go through because it's just a little too high. And then of course, he's getting too much fires, he's getting hit too many times here, and one more good bomb, and yeah. Midway just rips him. And of course, the guy is of course very angry and says, hey, you couldn't kill a frickin' Midway. Oh, I'm sorry. Could half the team actually, like, have a few brain cells and do a couple things? I mean, he tried his damnedest, guys. And of course, I hate to be the sourpuss on this one. There's no way around this one. But this one's going to be, unfortunately, a loss. Yeah, so yeah, I hate being that guy, but that's sadly how this one's gonna go. So Fred comes out of this one with a devastating high caliber and Confederate with 299,000 damage. No, not the 300k, but almost. Oh my goodness. And he tried his damage with 12 planes shot down. Of course, on top of the team, midway second place in the team. I'll give him he tried his best, but really, dude, it's not even Brett's fault in this one. You have a lot of players on the team that clearly don't know how to play warships, including the Minotaur. And let's also give it to, there's a lot of dumb players on both teams, I should say. You know, definitely a long-winded, sad one for us to watch. I hate giving you guys a defeat one once in a while, but just, this is a cautionary tale. Watch what you have as teammates, because you might just find yourself having the unfortunate hand of fate giving you the most ignorant and dumb players on your team, just as much as maybe you having that on the opposite team. So on that bombshell, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, if you like it, hit that like button. If you dislike it, hit that bomb down below. Down the comments, the description down below, there is my Twitter. There's Twitch as well. If you want to watch live streams and stuff like that, we do stream this game. There's also down there a link to my email, so you can actually send me Warship replays. Make sure you can send me the link via from Wireless Replay. It's the easiest way to get them through, of course, so I can actually check them and everything else. As always, take care of yourselves. I'll see you all in the next video.